Watch them perform, you'll see the arc of what a great and wonderful school this is. You'll see that the bold, eclectic, proud, talented, and passionate seniors we have in this class. Many of you may think that it's ironic that today, in all places at Watkinson, we are asking our graduates to dress similarly. Women in white, and boys and young in blazers and khakis. I can assure you that this decision does not avail an attempt to look like something we're not. Rather, it's a chance for our graduates to acknowledge the power of a community, to transform, to cajole, to hold and to free the passionate voices and feisty intellect in each of them. This is my 13th year that I have witnessed a Watkinson graduation from the head of school perspective. Every class has had its own voice.
When I'm in a conversation with someone, the person to whom I'm speaking usually asks what school I attend. Of course, my answer is Watkinson School. The response is inevitably the same. Pause. Oh, well, that's nice. Or, pause, that's great. Then when we begin to speak of something else, they suddenly ask, where exactly is Watkinson? I can't blame them. After all, I've lived in Hartford my entire life, and I never knew Watkinson existed until my 8th grade year. Before Watkinson, I went to a public middle school called Naylor School. There, I never felt challenged. The work I was given was simple, and though I definitely learned a lot from Naylor, I still feel like I didn't learn enough. It was after I was introduced to the Hartford Youth Scholars Foundation Stepping Stone program that the private schools appeared on my radar. While some people would be annoyed that they had to explain where their school was all the time, I don't mind it. People should know that Watkinson exists. After all, it has changed all of our lives. When I first started applying to schools, I was stressed. I was sure that no one would want to have me in their school. I applied to 7 schools, and there was only one smart enough to accept me. Watkinson. I am thankful for the chance that they gave me because my experience here has been an exceptional one. I remember when I started the 10th grade exhibition process. We were required to collect a series of finished works from our classes and present it in a way that each work shows our characteristic strengths. Though I can't tell you what strengths I chose, I can tell you that I learned so much about myself writing my author's letter. I realized that I was good at things. Though I don't play sports, I'm very artistic, and even while I'm bad at math, I know I will perform better in an English class. I began to realize that I had a lot more to offer, not just the school, but everyone else in it. I feel a sense of community here that I never felt before. I wouldn't exchange my time here for a high school experience anywhere else. When I started with the high school application process, I had a lot of choices. What it came down to was one school. Despite all of those rejections, I am here, graduating, satisfied with how my life has turned out, and will begin to unfold thanks to my family, especially my mother and grandmother, the support I got from the Hartford Youth Scholars Foundation, and of course, Watkinson School. Thank you.
last year called A Time in What Isn't Forgotten. Today, my mother, in bare feet, is running through dead bodies around her, pushing and shoving people. Who could she be searching for in the hectic crowd? Who could she possibly need there on the bus? Does she remember her home, her dog shot to pieces? Her love for me feels like rain flowers, returning back to their beauty. At this time, what happened isn't forgotten, and what isn't forgotten is haunting. Someone tell her she should be quiet now. When I was 3, a Serbian put a gun to my mother's head to force her to keep me quiet. After this and many other incidents, my family decided to come to America. In America, I had to learn a new language. My family had to start over. I had to leave the one place I knew and called home. When I left Bosnia, I was still trying to forget the war I went through, but I never forgot it and believe the memories are to be with me for the rest of my life. I remember going through a period of time where I had so much hatred for the Serbs. I wondered what kind of sick people are able to kill and murder for power. I was young and uneducated. I couldn't possibly understand what was happening.